On Friday Night SmackDown, we got brand new WWE Tag Team Titles, but we also got some news regarding some superstars seem to have just left WWE. Now on SmackDown, WWE CCO, Triple H The Game came out with Nick Aldis, and you had A-Town Down Under, the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. They were in the ring, and they were going to unveil the brand new WWE Tag Team Titles. Personally, let me know what you guys think. Personally, I really like these belts over the World Tag Team Titles. I like they got the WWE logo right there in the center, everything's gold plated, and it also looks kind of like the old, I don't know, a mix between the old WWE or WWF World Tag Titles and like the SmackDown era 2004 or 5 tag titles. You know what I mean? Those ones. You got the crown sitting on the top of it too. So it feels like a much of an homage to old tag team titles. So I really do like this. I really do like it better than the World Tag Titles. And you see the renders for both sets of belts, they actually look better than what they do on TV. Like the World Tag Titles didn't look all that great on TV, but I gotta say the SmackDown ones, they look fantastic. They are going with the theme of like WWE branded. I wonder when all the belts, like the draft happens, I wonder if the belts are gonna kind of stay with the respective belt designs. Like the Women's World Heavyweight Championship, the World Heavyweight Championship, the World Tag Titles, are they all gonna stay on like Raw? And then SmackDown gets everything WWE branded. It's gonna be interesting to see what they do with this thing. And as of right now, we're recording this, there has been 2 releases or 2 superstars, not necessarily released, but 2 superstars that have parted ways with WWE. Can't say they were released by WWE because it hasn't been confirmed. The first one is going to be Xia Li. We haven't seen a ton of Xia Li. They used her a little bit, like last year it felt like. I think when she was gonna be feuding, when Trish and Becky were feuding, you saw Xia Li pop up a little bit and Becky was fighting with Xia Li on TV. But overall, they never really did much with Xia Li, which is a real shame. When she came to main roster, I thought like her entrance was great. She's a fantastic wrestler, but she was never utilized. And then I just felt like she just disappeared from TV. Maybe they just never had anything for her. But she did a big write-up for people on X, thanking WWE. So it seems like there was no hard feelings or anything like that. They're just parting ways. So hopefully Xia Li will land somewhere great, and then she'll have a big career. You never know. Sometimes it just takes like a year or 2 and then they come back to WWE. But I hope Xia Li all the best. She's fantastic in the ring and she'll be pretty missed. Hopefully she gets utilized elsewhere. Do you think she end up with somewhere like, I don't know, TNA? Or do you think that she goes back to Japan? Do you think she goes to AEW? AEW, I think they have a lot on the women's roster. They're just not featured a lot. Like, I think it's almost like a kind of a guarantee almost of like, hey, she should just go to AEW and go there. I don't think that's a smart move necessarily because you got a couple of women at the very top and that's about it that's being utilized. I would kind of hold off if I was Xia Li. The other one seems to have quit WWE altogether. This is kind of surprising. Jinder Mahal. He posted online that he said, I quit, Maharaja out. And then he changed his bio profile to say that free agent 90 days. So Jinder Mahal quit WWE. He has been with WWE forever. I know he was let go years ago and then he came back and he was just gigantic and won the WWE Championship. And then the last time I think we saw Jinder was when he did that segment with The Rock. And then he had the match afterwards, right? On TV. And that was it for Jinder. We never saw anything else. Jinder Mahal is great. I think he's a great character. WWE just didn't, you gotta get more heat behind him. I don't know what you do with somebody like Jinder Mahal. He's fantastic in TNA. He's gigantic though. So like, I feel like if he went to AEW, the man is a mountain. Like he would stand out like nobody's business if he was there. I mean, if you could put Jinder in AEW, Jinder go up against Swerve. There you go. I don't know what they're gonna do with Jinder. Maybe he doesn't wrestle anymore. Seems odd timing though. This is all going on during SmackDown as all this news was dropping too. I mean, it could be just one of the simple things that WWE just didn't have anything more to do with Jinder. Like he wasn't, again, featured on TV much at all. The roster is stacked and you are coming up to the draft. So this could be one of those things where we're in a new era, the Triple H era, and they are gonna have contracts run out. They're not renewing certain people. And it's just kind of the timing of everything. I think that they need to do some shaping of the roster. However, Jinder is somebody who did go down to NXT for a bit, or over to NXT for a little bit there, and that's cool. Would you want to just put him back there? Jinder could be really good as like, he could be, you know, North American champion, NXT champion if you wanted to do that on NXT TV, very much like what they've been doing with Baron Corbin. It can revitalize the guy, but again, he was in NXT, he did that part, and then they brought him back to main roster just like for a minute. So maybe it's just a matter of, we don't have any more to do. Just where do you guys think that someone like Jinder Mahal is gonna land? And more WWE news, we found out that we are gonna get a battle royal for the WWE Women's World Heavyweight Championship. Rhea Ripley had to vacate the title due to injury, so I was wondering what they were gonna do with this, but it turns out they're gonna do a battle royal for all the things it could do. So here are the participants. I'll give you some thoughts on doing a battle royal right before the draft, but let's look at the list. We've got Becky Lynch, who I suspected was gonna be off TV for a while, but she tweeted something out previously like, I'm not taking a break, so she's in it. You got Liv Morgan, watch me. You got Nia Jax, Maxine Dupree, Chelsea Green, Natalya, Katana Chance, Indy Hartwell, Zoe Stark, Kaden Carter, Candice LeRae, Shayna Baszler, Xia Li, Nana, Tegan Nox, Piper Niven, and Ivy Nile. So we're not getting Xia Li. So that person's out. Your main contenders, I gotta be honest, are Becky, Liv, Nia, and you could, I mean, do you have a dark horse in there? Do you take a chance on somebody like Shayna Baszler? Should you do that? I mean, for me personally, I give it to Chelsea Green, but that's just me. I'm just a fan of Chelsea. I don't know what you do with the Women's World Championship. I don't like this personally. What do you think? I don't like that it's going to be a battle royal of all things. That seems very lazy. I feel like they could do so much more. Why not dedicate Raw? You have 3 hours. You got 3 hours of Raw. You got a vacated title. It should be the main event match. Why not do a tournament? Just do a one-night tournament on Raw. You could do like a bunch of triple threat matches, do fatal 4-way matches. You could do like a battle royal to start things off for like some of the women, and then like another battle royal, and then the winners of those battle royals go on to be the #1 contenders, and then they fight at the end of Raw for the vacated title. I would have done it that way, just something to highlight it way more, the importance of it. And this is happening all before the draft. So I understand WWE being like, we got a vacated title situation. We can't have that. We need a champion, and we need to move these pieces around because Rhea is gone, and then we're gonna draft Rhea still, but we gotta get a champion there. And we got the PLEs coming up. So I understand them needing to act very quickly, but this is to me is just, I don't like battle royals. Like in general, they feel very half-assed and it's a little lazy. And I know that Raw is gonna have like, you know, they got so many segments and they would have to do a lot, but to me, like Rhea's had this title for what, over a year? I mean, she had it from WrestleMania 39, she won it, all the way through to 40. You gave her a full year title reign. The title means a lot. Why not give it proper spotlight? If it was here's the thing, if it was the men's title, if it was the World Heavyweight Championship, and Damian Priest has to vacate it, would they have made the World Heavyweight title made into a battle royal where they put in Seth and CM Punk and Chad Gable and Jey Uso and Gunther and all the male top stars? Do you think they would have done that to the World Heavyweight title? Or they have made it like they've done with Cody, where they had triple threat matches to then to get down to the finals, and it's LA Knight, AJ Styles, to then face Cody? Why not just do the exact same thing? Give us 2 triple threat matches and then boil it down. And I understand it's like, well, we're going to give all the women on Raw a shot to get in there. I'm like, just do something a little different. I just feel it's a little lazy that you're going to get a world champion announced and crowned out of a battle royal. I don't know. It really doesn't stick well with me. I think they could have done way, way more. And because it's a battle royal, it doesn't tell me that that's going to be even the main event of Raw necessarily. So I think that's kind of a big, big miss. Who do you put it on? I mean, if I'm looking at the participants here, I do think that, like, if Becky's around, do you put it on Becky just kind of as a safe bet? Because then if you put it on Becky, she wins the battle royal, she gets that title, yes, and you are gonna have that rematch then baked in where you're gonna have Becky versus Rhea. But when Rhea comes back to reclaim her belt, she's gonna get a massive face pop and she's gonna just like dummy whoever is in the ring. So do you really want her to make a return and fight for the belt that she didn't lose and do it to Becky and like squash Becky? I don't think so. I think you're gonna get Rhea in a big babyface spot when she returns. So to me, that leaves Liv Morgan and Nia Jax. Now, Nia Jax hasn't done bad work at all. I'm surprised she wasn't on WrestleMania at all, because they featured her so much leading up to it. Chamber matches, her programs have been good. I can see them giving it to Nia, but what they tend to do with WWE is it's Battle Royal, so 10 people are going to try to boost Nia Jax out of the Rumble, or out of the Battle Royal, and eliminate her. They might do that, but then are they going to do the safe thing and just put it on Liv, the person that injured Rhea Ripley? That is the easiest, almost laziest story to me that they could tell, is Battle Royal, everyone gets eliminated, Liv sneaks in and eliminates Becky or something and gets the win. She's the world champion, and she's world champion for like 3 months, and then Rhea returns and destroys Liv Morgan and gets her title back. That's what they could do, and then it just easily sets up Rhea getting her revenge on Liv, and Liv can have a little bit of a run with the belt and hopefully get over a little bit as a heel. They need to lean into it. If Liv is going to win, or they're going to roll with this whole thing of her actually injuring Rhea Ripley, then make her a big heel, change up her character, freshen it up. Don't just do the watch me stuff all day long. They could do a lot more with Liv. So I don't know. I kind of feel like if you're going to give it to a heel for Rhea to dethrone, it's going to be Nia or Liv. But I wish it wasn't a battle royal. I wish it was something more. Let me know what you guys think. People leaving WWE, new tag titles, new women's champions going to be crowned. There's a lot going on. And if you guys enjoy videos like this, click this one right here because we're talking more WWE news. Have a great day. See ya.